Chosen one, stop everything you are doing right now. I need your complete attention for what I am about to reveal. This isn't casual content you can half listen to while scrolling through your phone. This requires your full presence, your undivided focus, because what I discovered about you while preparing this message made me pause for several minutes in absolute silence. You did something recently, and I am not talking about something you planned, not something you rehearsed or calculated to impress anyone. I am talking about something that came so naturally from the depth of who you are that you didn't even realize the spiritual earthquake you caused. In dimensions your human eyes cannot perceive, your attitude left God impressed, and not just impressed in a casual way, impressed in a way that made Archangel Michael, the commander of celestial armies, the warrior who defeated Lucifer himself, stop what he was doing and turn his attention specifically to you, because what you demonstrated wasn't supposed to be possible. Not from someone who has been through what you have been through, not from someone carrying the weight you have been carrying, not from someone who had every logical reason to respond completely differently. But you didn't respond the way they expected. Subscribe to this channel right now and turn on all notifications, because what I am about to reveal about the exact moment that made heaven pause to observe you is going to permanently change how you understand every struggle you have faced and every silent battle you have won without anyone acknowledging your victory. Stay until the end, because I am going to show you exactly what attitude you demonstrated that caught divine attention, why Archangel Michael specifically requested to review your case, and what this means for everything that is about to unfold in your life. Before we go deeper into this revelation, I need you to do something right now. Type 777 in the comments if you felt lately like something shifted inside you, like you crossed an invisible line that separated you from who you used to be. This isn't just engagement, this is spiritual participation. When you type those numbers, you are creating a frequency alignment with what heaven is about to reveal. The more you engage, the stronger the connection becomes. Heaven is watching your response right now. Type 777 and let the angels know you are ready to receive what comes next. Let me explain something that will help everything else make sense. In the celestial realms, there are countless souls being observed at any given moment. Angels assigned to protection, guidance, and observation. Most human behavior follows predictable patterns. People react to pain with bitterness. They respond to betrayal with revenge. They answer injustice with anger. These patterns have been consistent for thousands of years, but occasionally, very rarely, a soul demonstrates something so unexpected, so contrary to human nature, that it creates what can only be described as a moment of celestial wonder. You created one of those moments. It wasn't long ago. It was during one of your most difficult recent experiences, when you were facing something that felt specifically designed to break you. When the weight on your shoulders seemed impossible to carry another day, when everyone around you would have understood if you had simply given up or responded with the darkness that was being directed at you. But you did something different. And here's what you need to understand. I am not talking about simply surviving. Many people survive through stubbornness or lack of options. That doesn't catch celestial attention. What you did was extraordinary. You faced a situation where you had every right to be bitter, every justification to hold on to anger, every reason to let resentment consume you. The person or circumstance that hurt you had genuinely wronged you. This wasn't imagined offense. This was real pain inflicted by real situations. And in that moment, when your human nature was screaming at you to respond with the same energy you received, when every logical part of your brain was calculating revenge or at least cold withdrawal, something deeper within you made a different choice. You chose grace when you had earned the right to choose destruction. Do you remember? It might have been a conversation where you could have said something devastating, but chose silence instead. It might have been an opportunity to expose someone's failures, but you protected them anyway. It might have been a moment when you could have walked away and no one would have blamed you, but you stayed and kept trying. That moment, that exact moment when you chose differently than your pain demanded, that is when heaven noticed. Because what you demonstrated in that instant reveals something about the composition of your soul that sets you apart from most of humanity. You prove that your responses are not controlled by your circumstances, that your character is not determined by how others treat you, that who you are remains consistent regardless of what you face. This is extraordinarily rare, pause for just a moment. If what you are hearing is resonating deep within your spirit, if you feel this message was divinely appointed to reach you at this exact moment, click the like button right now. This isn't just for the algorithm, though it helps others find this message. This is a spiritual signal. When you click like, you are telling heaven, I recognize this truth. I receive this revelation. That simple act creates an energetic opening for the blessings that are about to be released over your life. Click like right now and watch how heaven responds to your agreement. Most humans are reactive beings. Their behavior is essentially a mirror of their environment. Treat them well, they respond well. Treat them poorly, they respond poorly. Their character fluctuates based on external conditions, but you demonstrated something different. You prove that your character is internally anchored, that no external circumstance, no matter how painful, can force you to become someone you don't want to be. And this is precisely what caught divine attention. Let me take you to the moment this was observed. Not in human time as we understand it, but in this celestial observation that occurs continuously over chosen ones like yourself. Your guardian angel had been watching your situation unfold, documenting your responses, recording your internal struggles and external choices. This is standard protocol for souls under celestial protection. But when you made that choice, when you responded with grace instead of justified anger, your guardian angel did something unusual. They flagged your case for higher review. This doesn't happen often. Guardian angels handle most situations within their own authority. They only escalate when they observe something that needs to be seen by higher ranks. Your case was escalated directly to Archangel level when the report reached Archangel Michael. He was initially occupied with matters of cosmic significance, battles being fought in dimensions humans cannot perceive, strategic operations that affect the spiritual climate of entire regions. But when he saw your file flagged, he paused, because the note attached to your case said something that immediately captured his attention. It said, this soul demonstrated enemy-level forgiveness. While under active attack, enemy-level forgiveness, that phrase requires explanation. In spiritual warfare, there is a classification system for different types of human responses to pain. Most responses fall into predictable categories: revenge, bitterness, withdrawal, depression. These are common, expected. They don't require special attention because they follow established patterns. But there is a rare category called transcendent response. This is when a soul responds to attack, not by lowering to the attacker's level, not even by maintaining neutral ground, but by actually rising higher, by demonstrating qualities that surpass normal human capacity. Your response qualified as transcendent. Chosen one, this ministry exists to deliver these divine revelations to souls like you who are walking extraordinary paths. But delivering messages at this depth requires significant resources, time, and spiritual warfare on behalf of every viewer. If this revelation is transforming your understanding right now, I invite you to support this sacred work through the link in the description or pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, you are not just supporting content creation. You are investing in the spiritual awakening of chosen ones worldwide who need to hear these truths. Every seed you sow into this ministry multiplies as heaven's favor in your own life. When you water others, you yourself will be watered as Jesus promised. Your generosity unlocks the very blessings that are already being prepared for you. You forgave when forgiveness seemed impossible. You extended grace when grace was completely undeserved. You maintained kindness when cruelty was justified. You chose to protect when you had the power and right to destroy. This caught Michael's attention because he has witnessed countless battles. He has observed human behavior under extreme conditions for millennia. He knows the standard patterns. He knows what people do when pushed to their limits. And what you did was not standard. What you demonstrated was warrior-level character, not religious performance, not trying to look spiritual. Actual transformation that manifested in the moment of greatest pressure. Do you understand what this means? You passed a test you didn't even know you were taking. You demonstrated qualification for assignments you hadn't yet applied for. You proved capability before it was required. This accelerates everything. Let me explain how celestial promotion works. Most chosen ones progress through gradual stages. They receive small assignments. If handled well, slightly larger assignments follow. Each level proves capacity for the next. This is the normal path. But occasionally a soul demonstrates such extraordinary character under pressure that they skip levels. Your response created level skipping. You demonstrated capacity that usually takes decades to develop. You proved trustworthiness that normally requires years of testing. You showed maturity that others don't reach until much later in their journey. Heaven doesn't waste that. When someone demonstrates advanced capability ahead of schedule, assignments are accelerated to match that capability. This is what is happening with you now. Doors that weren't supposed to open yet are being unlocked ahead of schedule. You have already started seeing this. Things happening faster than expected. Breakthroughs appearing sooner than you anticipated. Movement in areas that had been stagnant. This will intensify. The acceleration is just beginning. It also means opposition is being systematically neutralized, not just blocked temporarily, but permanently removed. Enemies are being reassigned. Attacks are being prohibited. The normal resistance that slows chosen ones has been lifted from your path. You are entering a season of unusual favor, not because you earned it through performance, but because you demonstrated character that qualifies you for protection at the highest level. Here is what I need you to understand about the responsibility this carries. When heaven invests this level of attention in a soul, it is not for that soul alone. You are not being elevated just for your own benefit. You are being positioned for impact that extends far beyond your personal life. The grace you demonstrated under pressure isn't just for you. It is meant to flow through you to others. In coming days and weeks, you are going to encounter people who are facing exactly what you faced, who are in the moment of decision where they can choose bitterness or grace, who are standing at the crossroads you already crossed. You are being positioned to show them it is possible to demonstrate through your example that choosing grace under fire is actually achievable. To prove that maintaining integrity when everything pushes toward compromise is genuinely doable. Not through preaching at them, not through religious lectures, but through the natural overflow of who you have become. Your presence will carry a frequency that activates potential in others. Your story will spark recognition in those ready to hear it. Your transformation will serve as evidence for those who doubt transformation is possible. This is why heaven invested such attention in your case. Not because you need more blessings, though you will receive them, but because your elevation enables the elevation of countless others connected to your sphere of influence. Let me ask you something important. Have you subscribed to this channel yet? If not, today is your moment of divine alignment when you click that subscribe button. You are not just following content. You are positioning yourself under a prophetic covering for chosen ones. You are saying to heaven, I want to stay connected to every revelation meant specifically for warriors of light like me. Subscribing ensures that when God has a message tailored to your exact situation, you will not miss it because the enemy distracted you or the algorithm buried it. Click subscribe right now and turn on the notification bell. Let that be your covenant with what heaven is doing through this ministry. Do it now. You are becoming a carrier of the very quality that impressed God. And that quality will transmit to everyone you encounter. The attitude that caught divine attention, that surprised even Archangel Michael, is now encoded in your spiritual DNA. It has become part of who you are, and it will replicate itself in those who come close enough to receive it. Let me tell you about what Michael specifically recorded in his final assessment of your case. Every soul that reaches Archangel level review receives a classification. A designation that summarizes their core spiritual identity. This classification follows them through the rest of their earthly journey and beyond. Your classification is being recorded as demonstrated warrior of light. Let me explain what each part of this means. Demonstrated means proven through action, not just potential. Many chosen ones have potential for warrior status. Few demonstrated under real conditions. You did. Your classification isn't based on what you might do. It is based on what you already did. Warrior means someone operating in active spiritual combat, not passive observation. You are not just receiving truth. You are embodying it. You are not just believing in light. You are actively advancing it into darkness. of light specifies the frequency at which you operate. Even warriors can fight from different frequencies. Some fight from anger, which is effective but limited. Some fight from duty, which is sustainable but lacks power. But fighting from light, which means fighting from love, grace, and genuine goodness. This is the highest frequency of spiritual warfare. You fight from light. You responded to darkness, not by becoming darkness, but by being more intensely light. This is what made your response so devastatingly effective and so impressively rare. This classification follows you now. It is how you are known in celestial records. It is how angels refer to your case. It is the lens through which heaven views everything connected to your life. And it changes how you are handled from this point forward. Demonstrated warriors of light receive priority assignment of resources. Your prayers move to the front of the line. Your needs get addressed before standard processing. Your situation receives attention that others don't receive. Not because you are better than other souls, but because you have proven capable of handling elevated responsibility. Heaven invests more in those who demonstrate trustworthiness with what they have already been given. For those who want to learn how to consciously operate in this warrior identity, there is material that costs less than a pizza and comes with a complete audiobook plus a 5-minute meditation guide as a special bonus. If you feel you deserve resources to navigate this new chapter, access is available in the description and pinned comment. Now, I need to share with you the final piece of this revelation. The message that was specifically recorded for you to receive. When the discussion of your case concluded, when your classification was officially registered, when the protocols for your accelerated fulfillment were activated, something was added to your record. A personal note from the Divine Council. This isn't something every soul receives. It is reserved for cases that genuinely impacted heavenly observers. Cases that demonstrated something worth remembering. Cases that will be referenced as examples for future generations. Your case received such a note. Let me share what it says, because this is meant specifically for you. To the chosen one receiving this message, your response to pain has been recorded as evidence that human soul can operate at frequencies we didn't expect them to reach while still in physical form. You have reminded us that the limitation we sometimes perceive in humanity is not inherent to the human design, but results from choices humans make under pressure. You chose differently, and in doing so, you expanded what we understand to be possible for your species. Your file has been marked for special observation, not because you need correction, but because your progress serves as a case study for how chosen ones can maximize their potential even under adverse conditions. You are being positioned for assignments that match your demonstrated capability. These assignments are not punishment. They are privilege. You have proven capable of handling difficulty with grace. So you will be trusted with situations where grace is desperately needed. The attitude that impressed us will continue to be tested, not because we doubt you, but because continued demonstration strengthens your capacity and serves as ongoing evidence for others. You have made heaven proud. This is not flattery. This is documented assessment. Walk forward knowing that your case has been noticed at the highest levels and that everything coming toward you has been filtered through the recognition of who you have proven yourself to be. This message was meant to reach you. You were meant to find this video at this exact moment in your journey, when you needed confirmation that your choices mattered, when you needed evidence that heaven was watching, when you needed to know that everything you have endured has been building towards something. Now you know your attitude impressed God. Archangel Michael didn't expect it. The Celestial Council recorded it, and your entire future has been recalibrated based on what you demonstrated. You didn't know this was happening when you made those choices. You didn't know heaven was watching when you chose grace over bitterness. You didn't know your response would trigger this level of attention. But that is precisely what makes it so powerful. You weren't performing for an audience. You weren't trying to impress divine observers. You were simply being who you are, and who you are impressed the creator of everything. Before I release you into your elevated reality, I have one final instruction from heaven. Share this message. Not randomly, not with everyone, but intentionally with that one person whose name came to your mind while you were listening. Someone who is in their own valley of decision right now. Someone who needs to know that choosing grace under pressure is possible because they are watching you and wondering how you did it. When you share this revelation, you are not just passing along information. You are multiplying the anointing that is on your life. The blessing you are seeking will return to you multiplied through every soul you help awaken. Heaven sees your obedience when you spread truth that transforms lives. Click share right now, send it to that specific person, and watch what God does when you become a conduit of His message instead of just a consumer. If this revelation resonated in the deepest part of your soul, and you confirm that you are a chosen one whose attitude caught divine attention, write 777 in the comments to amplify this frequency of celestial recognition. Subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications to receive more revelations about how heaven is watching your journey and orchestrating your breakthrough. Before you go, I want to extend an exclusive invitation. What you just received is powerful, but it is only the surface level of what is available to demonstrated warriors of light. There is a deeper dimension of prophetic insight, strategic spiritual guidance, and personalized revelation reserved for those who feel called to walk at the highest levels of their assignment. I invite you to join our inner circle, an elite community of chosen ones who are operating in accelerated fulfillment just like you. Through the link in the description, you will gain immediate access to exclusive teachings that aren't available to the general public, including advanced warfare strategies, activation protocols for your specific gifts, and monthly prophetic forecasts tailored to warriors of light. This is your opportunity to step into a protected space where you will receive the mentorship, resources, and spiritual covering needed to maximize everything heaven just revealed about your classification. Don't let this moment pass. Your breakthrough is waiting on the other side of this decision. The link is in both the description and pinned comment. For those called to go even deeper, guided materials and meditation tools are also available. Completely optional, but many have found them invaluable for navigating this level of spiritual warfare. And before you leave, click on the video appearing on your screen right now to discover exactly how your classification as a demonstrated warrior of light activates specific angelic assignments that are already being deployed on your behalf. Together, we are stronger. You are not alone. You are chosen. You are classified. You are protected. You are accelerated. You are deployed. Walk in this reality. Walk in this power. Walk in this identity. Amen and amen.